What's good, fam? This is Queen Common Sense coming to you from the Chi-Town, holding it down. And I was inspired to do this here video because I got a couple of up-and-coming SheCubs that adopted me. And I do my best to teach as I learn and try to share what I've learned through life experience and watching others having life kick my ass a little bit and kicking some ass along through life myself. And I always had a problem with older or elderly women, these old bitter bitches that they swear up and down they know every fucking thing, and once they get up into an advanced age beyond 50, 60 years old, they turn into some old mean ass bats, you know. And this is a pathology among our women, sisters, and I see it more prevalent now than I ever have before. I guess as I grow older and more observant, I see it more and more clearly myself. And I always told myself, as I was coming up, you know, in my 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, I wanted to be one of them cool old ladies, you know, who can spit game and teach my legacies a little something about the game, a little something about womanhood, and a little something about class and tact and polish, and just being a motherfucking lady about your shit, whether you at home behind closed doors or out in the village. It doesn't matter what you do before people's face. That they see is what the fuck you do behind closed doors, what your character is like, and how you really and truly are when that mask come off and you really truly let your hair down. Is it ugly, or is it what we see every day of you? Is that how you are all the time, no matter who's watching? Because, you know, unfortunately, yet to my benefit, I had the displeasure of being reared around a lot of mean, old ass, bitter, jealous, black-hearted, bitter bitches. And they forged a beast, and they really don't know what the fuck they did, because a lot of the shit that they would do and say to me, I just couldn't accept it as face value. I was always an analytical type of person, even from a young age, and shit just had to make sense to me for me to really truly believe that shit. Cancel belief. For me to know the shit you telling me is true. Like I said, it have to feel true to me. Just because it sounds true don't mean the fuck it is. Does that make sense? So anyway, getting to the point. I'm coming really now at my legacies. And I'm going to have to scoop y'all up underneath my wing for a minute with this here, because I'm really, I tried not to say nothing. I tried not to poke my nose in where I'm not invited, you know. I try to observe and just be of a soft place to fall, some support, guidance, you know, put some good insight in there from experience and from factual real shit, because that's the only way I know how to be is real. See things logically. And once you look at shit logically and accept reality, no matter how fucked up it is, you don't have to like it, but you do have to accept reality and all its fucked upness. Once you do that, you'll find yourself fucking up less and less in life as you go down the journey. But some of my legacies that I'm looking at these days, you know, I be really trying to mind my business and not say shit. But you know, that's what got us in the predicament we are now as women, and how trifling and hood boogerish and lack of moral polish and standards we are now collectively. Because the hood boogerisms outweigh the polished, class, and tactful ones. And that's of all ages. Now, I'm real sick of the shit because, you know, I can get down to the gutter, or I can raise a frequency all the way up to the big house on the White House on high. See, I can roll with just about any circle of people accordingly, because I took notes as I went through life to get to this point. And I'm still learning now. I ain't arrived yet, and I won't ever really get there, because life is a journey. You never just reach a point and stop. The ones that's smart. It's some of y'all legacies, though, that you think that just because you reached a certain motherfucking age, or your ass and your pussy is popping and crackling and percolating and shit, that you grown. Just because you starting to feel your ass a little bit. Just because a couple of hood booger niggas is hollering at you, you know, and you getting, excuse me, all kind of tight pants ass, wannabe Kanye West, Lil Wayne motherfuckers hollering at you. You feel like you the shit now. And then you let your little hot ass mouth write a check your ass can't cash, and then you want to talk and holler at, you know, an elder such as myself who got a little bit more experience under their belt with that type of fucking mind trickery and fuckery they do to get down between your drawers. You done gave up the panties before you checked in to learn a little bit more about the game so you can protect your ass and your money and your mouth. Because he done bust you in your shit, shook your booty and poked you like a pincushion and took your money, and now he gone, you hurt, and you want to talk to me and whine and complain to me and blame him for the shit. Ask me what to do, and then when I say what how you need to do the work to move away and grow from that and improve your choices and improve what you allow people to do to you, you want to argue the fuck with me for 4-5 motherfucking hours over you fucking up because you didn't like how I said what the fuck I said, or I didn't have to be the way that I was when I said all that fucking superficial conjecture shit instead of paying attention to the point and the concern at hand. And then you want me to entertain you. You want me to drop what the fuck I'm doing every time you have a little 2-alarm fire between your legs and you done let some nigga release his nuts on you and use you for a toy and a fetish and a sick thrill. And you want me to wipe your tears and pat you on the back and give you a Oreo cookie and tell you that he ain't no goddamn good. Well, that's bullshit, because that's not how I roll. And anybody who been riding with me for a good minute know, when you talk to me about some shit, I'ma tell you about your ass first. Because we already know what the fuck he did, what you let him do. Motherfuckers will only do what you let them do. And that's a lot of things y'all young'uns don't get. You stomp the yard real reckless. Then you want to chase a dick. You want to run across country and get up underneath this nigga because you so damn fucking lonesome and you looking for something outside of your body to make you happy. Every time you turn around, if it's not a tangible object, it's some motherfucking, music, some low chakra, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, bullshitting ass shit hop that's out there now. And this so-called R&B and this fucking sucking, licking and butthole puckering shit that's on the radio now. You want to listen to that bullshit, or you ain't satisfied unless you got a nigga between your legs or up the crack of your ass or in your bed in your house, just a warm body floating around sucking the life energy source from you. You're not happy unless that's going on. And then when I draw the picture for you and say you like abuse, you like drama, you like chaos, because you just keep picking the same type of situation over and over and over, you get mad at me and say, you know what, Queen being a bitch today. She must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Normally she's so nice to me. I'm not nice, for one. For two, you didn't come to me to learn nothing but the truth. All y'all, y'all know who I'm talking about. All y'all get underneath me and you want to talk and giggle, kiki, ha ha when I'm talking shit and going in and taking it hood. You like the shit. You be laughing and giggling and shit. But then when it's aimed at you, when you come to me on the real QT with some shit that you know you done got your ass into, you shouldn't have been fucking with in the first place. You should have had your ass in a book or in a library or at a museum learning some shit. You had your legs or mouth gapped open with some fucking low frequency itchy nut nigga, and you let him bust your chakra out. Now you've Twitter pated and starstruck on his dick and you can't get it off your mind. And then you come to me with that sorry shit and you want me to feel sorry and empathetic and rub and stroke your hair and be your mama. Well, that's not how I mother all the time, especially when you get your ass up in some shit on your own and you want me to come fix it. Fix the boo-boo. No. Because once you reach a certain age, you start talking shit about how grown you are and how I don't like nobody. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do no more because I'm grown. I got this. I'm gonna make up my mind to do my shit myself, and I'm gonna do it like this and do it like that. And every time you say that shit, you talk your ass up into another fucking bear trap and damn near get your ass chopped off. Being hard-headed and stubborn and obstinate with tunnel vision. See, my generation, I wish some of our mamas and aunties, was like that. Would hand it to us like that. Now, there are some out there now. I'm not saying it ain't none. But I wish in the circle that I ran in growing up, I bumped into more gangster grannies who kept it all the way live. Because those ones that I did meet and have the pleasure of listening to them spend their wisdom for me, I didn't say shit. I shut the fuck up and I listened. And I took notes. And when they came to me to interject into my life, it was to drop a seed off and plant a seed in my spirit so that I would never forget it. And some of them came hard as motherfucker. Some of them came all the way raw with it. But I never forgot that shit. And when I rolled up on a situation like that in my life, after Granny was long gone, or we had parted ways and I moved on to another location, I never stopped hearing her voice. And I could hear the words in my mind that she told me, watch out. So some of y'all young SheCubs, some of y'all legacies coming up underneath us, you some dumb motherfuckers. You so goddamn stubborn. You chop your fucking nose off to spite your face just to be right. And I have never met so many right fighters in my goddamn life than the 20 to 30 something crowd that I see now. You don't want to be happy. You don't want to have peace. You want to be right. You want to have the upper hand. You want to match wits and shit. You don't want no quality life. You don't want to do that. You want to run the street, act a fool, be the butt of somebody's joke, and then once you incite the reaction that you want from that nigga, you want to turn around and complain and beat him up about what the fuck you pulled out of him to do to you. You feed into the shit, then you turn around, you let him fuck you up, and then complain about it. And you don't even tell him about his ass. You complain about the shit to motherfuckers like me or your little girlfriends that's gonna tell you what the fuck you want to hear. And then you come to me because that shit wasn't working, and then I don't tell you what you want to hear, so you get mad the fuck at me, and I'm the bad guy and the nigga long gone who fucked you over. Or I said who you let fuck you over. Does that make sense? So, I can't hold it no more. I had to say something because that's the problem. It's too many of us elders or soon to be elders holding our tongue on the wrong shit and yabba jabbing on the right on the shit that we shouldn't even be talking, discussing and shit. That's the fucking problem now. When we should step in and correct and guide and nurture and keep our legacies on the right path, we stay dummied up, sitting there quiet, watching them fuck theyself up. And then when it's too much, too little, too late, but I told you so. See, that's how the motherfuckers used to do me. Them jealous old ass bitches who fucked their life away with a mattress tied on their goddamn back, married a lunatic motherfucking nigga who beat their ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then whenever I come around family reunion and shit, I'm trying to learn and just trying to get to know my family. And they looking at me up and down, setting me up and trying to make me the butt of their joke because I'm young and naive. And I just want, the elders' approval as we was raised. We have been programmed by our elders to accept and acknowledge abuse as love and acceptance and approval. And there's some sick motherfuckers out there. And y'all take abuse. And you justify, oh, well, if he didn't love me, he wouldn't go upside my head like that. I just made him mad, He, I can be, hard to deal with sometimes. That's why he fucked them other bitches and had other babies with them other motherfuckers. And it's okay, though. He'll be all right. And he got locked up, and I just got to stand by my man. I got to just keep, sending him his little commissary and shit, and because we's gonna be married after a while. Really? And then you want me to tell you that shit is A-okay? You want me to approve that shit? You don't want me to hold you to no standard. You don't want me to show you your dignity that you have buried underneath abuse. You being abused and letting a nigga control you that ain't even there. Hello? You running across country to dick dance for a motherfucker that ain't even thinking about you. Hunting his ass down. Running from hither and yon. Up and down, back and forth. For this nigga. And when you show up, you hurt and dejected and you feel disrespected because he tell you to get fucked. And he ain't gonna do it no more. You was just something to do when he met you. But y'all don't want to hear that. And then the majority of the time, I just be telling you what the fuck you already knew before you did what you did to get in the shit you got into, to come to me to tell me how he fucked up and fucked you up. And you let him do it. And that's what you failed to put in the equation. And that's why a lot of y'all, youngsters, young Johns, that's why a lot of y'all young sisters don't want to talk to me really on the real and keep it all the way funky with me, because you know I'ma get in your ass. But see, you keep riding with me, you gonna be a forged predatory beast too. See, people close their eyes to shit that they don't want to see. They see it, but they don't see it. They hear it, but they don't hear it. Because they want to give themselves permission to be a dumbass. They feel like they're going to be called out their name and told that they bitter and upset and uptight and lonely and can't keep a man if you chop the bullshit off at the fucking root. See, then you a lesbian. Then you a man hater. Then you know, a fucking nun. You like to carpet munch, and you secretly feminist and all that bullshit. They try to shame you into lowering your motherfucking standards, and you let them do it. Well, I like him, you know, and I don't want him to think I'm, too strict. So I just let him get away with that shit and let him say this and let him do that and, just overlook the shit, and then becomes a habit. Then it becomes a behavior. Then it becomes a pathology where this nigga is a repeat serial abuser of you. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, sexually. And you just accept it. You just allow it. And then cry about the shit and say, look what he did to motherfucking me. Where is your accountability in the shit? When are you going to own the energy that you bring and welcome into your cipher with that fucking low frequency bottom chakra ass popping shit that you do? When are you going to call a thing a thing? When are you going to realize that what you do is a reciprocity of what you allow him to do, and vice versa? If you don't allow it, it wouldn't happen. If you wouldn't hunt down and look for and subconsciously cling to these abusive ass, black-hearted, no soul having motherfuckers, you wouldn't have the problems you have. Because you would be living your life, doing your thing, making your goals, obtaining your status, and creating your lifestyle and your reality around you. You be too goddamn busy to worry about what the fuck a nigga gotta say. Because that's all it is a bunch of talking, a bunch of bullshit to try to trick you into giving him what the fuck he want at your expense. Get something for nothing, which leaves nothing. And y'all young'uns, y'all rookies, you got it all figured out. You know the game though. Fuck you, queen, old ass bitch. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. And then turn around, you the butt of his joke and all his friends, and then pass you around like a fucking cheese platter. And then this, he did me so wrong. I can't stay quiet no more. So y'all motherfuckers just gonna have to be upset. This is for all the young'uns out there. Y'all 20-somethings, up and through your 30-somethings now. Even some of y'all 40-somethings up there with me. Act like you got the brain of a 15-year-old bitch. A a jump off, a empty-headed, hollow-brained hoe. The only time you feel right is if somebody is between your legs or all over up the crack of your ass. You can't even fart without him smelling it. You can't be singular. You can't just be you. You cannot just give yourself permission to just be. You gotta have some type of attachment, some type of luggage, some type of baggage. And then after you fuck your life up and allow this no frequency zombies in your life, in your aura, in your body, in your spirit, in your home, your temple, in your den, up around your cubs, violating you, polluting your aura, polluting your entire cipher, then you want to cry. Niggas ain't shit. These motherfucking niggas. Well, now you ain't shit neither. Because you was fucking with the niggas that wasn't shit. How about that? You can't have it both ways, little sis. Daughters. Nieces. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking to. Can't have it both ways. You can't play with fire and expect that shit to pamper and coddle you and caress you. That shit is going to burn the fuck out of you. And scar your ass. And it's going to piss you the fuck off. You can't blame the fucking fire. Can't blame the fire. You was the dumbass that kept sticking your fucking hand, foot, head, ass in the fire. So, when somebody love you enough, especially another black woman with some seasoned sage on her, to step in and yank your chain a little bit and slow you down and put a little something in your ear that'll stick, other than sweet nothings and whisper and giggle and kiki ha ha bullshit. When we love you enough to pull your dumb ass aside and give you a jewel, you need to shut the fuck up and listen. And stop trying to justify all the ratchet, raggedy ass shit that you do. Because it's real fucked up. And now, some of these motherfucking hybrid niggas that's running around here, they ain't men. They come in all ages, shapes, sizes, and colors. They so used to the bubble-headed bitches giving them their way. Letting them do whatever the fuck they want to do to them. Now, they expect the majority of women that they see to act that same goddamn way. Because they so used to being able to be allowed to treat women that way. Because that's all they can target are those that are weaker than themselves. Hurt people hurt people. I've said that before. And to some of y'all rookies, I'm getting sick and tired of repeating my goddamn self. If you're not paying attention the first go round, you need to get a pen, a pad, or get a fucking recorder. And record the shit so you can listen to it over and over again. That's why I do YouTube. Because some of y'all motherfuckers, what you mean? What? Huh? That fucking bubble-headed shit? That's not cute neither. Because don't no man want no damsel in distress that's so goddamn stupid she can't even blow a bubble and tie her shoe at the same fucking time. He wants something that's up there, not down there. So, y'all need to cut the bullshit, really, because I see you. And I know the other sisters that's along the same line as I do, they see you too. We see your motherfucking asses, okay? Now, we are a mere reflection of each other. I am you and you are me. And we looking at the village. And a nation only rises as high as her motherfucking woman. But you'd rather be the Pied Piper follower to these dumb bitches that you see on BET and VH1 and Bravo and shit. You'd rather be a motherfucking clown, buffoon, coon than to listen to somebody who's trying to help you save your life, protect your soul, protect your cipher. You don't want to do that. Why you want to choose to coon? And then coon for your own goddamn people. Fuck the white man. Fuck white supremacy. You coon for these mutant niggas. Let them make money off you cooning. And then they turn around and sell the shit and capitalize off of you cooning. That's why so many motherfuckers is on here. Look at these dumb black bitches. I can't stand black women. Cause y'all, some of y'all young, bubble-headed little heifers want to play that dumb slow roll. And you think it's cute because you get a little attention. That's another thing, y'all. Attention whoring little girls. Because you ain't no fucking woman. You in a woman's body, but your mind is juvenile. Elementary thoughts. Elementary projection. Linear thinking instead of circular. Ascending. Elevation. Self-evaluation. Y'all the fuck don't know how to do none of that shit. You too busy pointing and reaching for shit outside your body, outside of your own spirit, your own emptiness. You want somebody else to fulfill it. You self-entitled little heifers, you. Because a lot of us have paid the cost to be the boss and tell you what the fuck we tell you, however it come. And it would behoove some of y'all to just listen, because you just talk that mouth. And then you wonder a lot of times why some of these niggas do bust you in your shit. And you wind up with orthodontia and your original teeth is down your fucking throat. You wonder why some of these men, so-called men, males, roll the fuck up on you. Because if you can't back this up, you gonna get your neck snapped back. I'm just letting you know. You know, because there's always a booger bear out there bigger and badder than you. And a lot of y'all is all bark and no bite. You ain't got no motherfucking teeth cut yet. And you're talking shit and trying to tell me what the fuck I don't know about. I'm not hip to the game. You know what? The game is never changed. The game ain't changed in 50 years. It's just different uniform now. Different jerseys. That's it. Motherfuckers still doing the same shit. Now, they just a little bit more brazen and bold with the shit than they was back in my day and then my mama's day. But it's the same damn shit. You know, and you know the fucking game is weaker because now niggas gotta fucking drug a bitch just to get some pussy and brag about the shit. Now that give you juice. That give you status. That make you the P. That a bitch. Niggas can't even formulate a sentence these days. Read an entire book cover to cover within a week. But they think they so fucking smart. They gotta drug a fucking lady's drink just to get some ass. And these are niggas you running to see in concert. These are motherfuckers you can't get enough of. You got to have them up in your house, up in your bed, all up in your life, all up in your aura, driving your car, eating up your food, fucking with your babies, telling you what the fuck to do, stepping and walking and stomping all over you with his Timbs and his tight pants on. And let a nigga roll up on him, a real one. He bitch down and punk out and bag up. Or let a real woman holler at him, then he ready to fight then. Ready to jump on a bitch like me. Motherfucker like me, I fight back. Okay? And I'm an Amazon, so, you know, I'll get you together real quick. Because I don't play around with the fucking grappling and swinging and shit on me. I just put your ass to sleep. So, that's how that go. Now, y'all rookies, you really need to fall the fuck back and move around and have a seat. And pay attention. Because we trying to help you little fuckers. We trying to give you something that nobody gave us. We had to take it 3 and 4 and 12 the hard way. Learning as we stumble and going and being sabotaged along the way because of the motherfucking old mean ass bitches before us was too fucking caught up in their own fucking misery to teach and nurture and truly enlighten us. They was too busy honing and shaping and molding their daughters to want to grow up to be a housewife, a cook, a maid, and a hoe. So you need to listen. You need to shut up. And instead of running around the village trying to get somebody to stroke your goddamn bruised, battered ego, you need to fold that motherfucking ego up in about 8 different directions and put that bitch in your pocket. Because a motherfucker with ego and inflated pride and disassociation, cognitive dissonance, disconnected from reality, you will forever be by your goddamn self, whether you got a nigga in your life or not, because you by yourself. And when you don't like yourself, you don't want to be by yourself. And you still ain't happy when you are with another being, because their being is not your being, and you cannot take from their being to make you whole. So, the doors of the Common Sense Church is open if you want to join me. I done fucking talked for a damn 40 minutes. Y'all piss me the fuck off. You make me sick. I love you, god shit. I love you too fucking much to watch you keep diving over the fucking cliff. That's why I get on your ass. Get your attention. Listen. Pay attention. I'm trying to teach you something. Stop percolating your ass and sit it down and cover it up. And raise your frequency up here. Use this to get what you want. Make them guess and wonder what the fuck you about. Make them think and you are their fantasy, not their fucking fetish. Does that make sense? So, I'm tired now. I done preached for 40 minutes, so church is over with now. And y'all goddamn rookies, I'm telling you, you better rewind this bitch and spread it around. Because I ain't going to say it again. And if another one of y'all little motherfuckers come to me with this bullshit about look at what he did to me and all you lying and shit to me about the shit you know the fuck you set it up that way, thinking that you can make him be who the fuck you wanted him to be, and he was not, and he showed you who the fuck he really was before you got your ass took and your booty shook. So, pay attention with this, and that. And close your fucking legs and put some goddamn clothes on. And wash your ass. Take care of yourself. Stop letting anything and everything and everybody and everywhere all up in here, all up in your aura, all up in your cipher, just fucking you up. You can't even relay and verbalize a coherent thought with a verb, a noun, a pronoun, an adjective in the sentence. Just can't even complete a thought. Can't even answer a direct question. Yes or no. You got to explain every fucking thing in between what the fuck happened before you can even just say, yes, I believe that's true. Yes, I agree. So, we're going to get on that next. That's the next one. So, I'm done. Queen Common Sense out for now. Y'all gonna piss me off. I done spoke all goddamn night. Now, peace out.